oh, come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive
Greetings, family, and welcome to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Seraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really hope that you are firmly in the foundation of your own story, that you have really taken the time to reprogram your mind, to heal and recalibrate your heart, because those are the seasons and times that we are in where such is necessary at such a time as this, family. Special shout out, as always, to the people, to the sponsors of today's show, my Patreon family, and all those who send us gratitude donations and love donations through PayPal. We appreciate, love you so much. It enables us to continue to bring the awakening news to our people as we transition to other things. We are all in the season and times of transition. But I've been meaning to talk about this for a couple of months, family. We all know that we are in the season of the return of the Great Mother, of the return of the Black Madonna. This is her time, and she has been returning. You know, there has been a transition into this feminine role for a while. But if you look at what is going on in the propaganda media, in the social medias and of this world, you can think that, you know, patriarchy is going to be with us forever. But as I tell you, family, a lot of the powers that were, hey Errol, a lot of the powers that were, the ones who are still trying to control things, the Illuminati, you know, the Rome itself, you know, all the things, the secret societies and stuff. They know what's up, and they know that from the unseen comes the seen reality. From the unseen comes all our experiences. And so they are constantly doing more, you know, doing the most to influence the next season and the next time, while keeping people kind of over focused on here and now. And, you know, you got to focus on now and you got to do what's here, and keeping people distracted with, you know, endless, mindless work, family. But they are always doing their rituals every full moon, every new moon. They have priests who are doing their things every single day. Witches and warlocks, they take that thing seriously because they know that they can influence the energy before it hits your experience. They can influence the energy of others before they come and gift and feed into your experience. And we're seeing that happening now, family, especially because it is the return of the Black Madonna and the Great Mother, who is worshipped around the world. I'm sure you've all seen the pictures of the Vatican where, you know, the Pope and those people are bowing to the Black Madonna. I'm sure you've also, I don't know if you've heard about it, family, but across Europe, there are shrines to the Black Mother. There are countless shrines to the Black Mother and the Black Madonna. In fact, in Switzerland, I went to one not really knowing the extent. You know, we call her Maito, the mother of mothers, basically, or the truth, because Ma is truth. So mother is like our truth. Anyway, so I went to one in Switzerland where you literally have to take a bus there and then go on a little train carriageway kind of weird thing, like the ones the elves use in like the Santa Claus movies, literally. And you go deep, deep, deep into the mountain, and there you find a statue of the Black Madonna, of the Black Mother family. And so in this season and time, she is returning, her spirit, her energy, her children, her goddesses, her high priestesses. And, you know, we are moving into the feminine energy. So it's interesting to see how the divided states especially is treating this. And several of you last year There's a lady who sent me a picture of this black woman statue, a massive statue of a black woman that had been put in place somewhere in LA or whatever, and she was, she was just sharing. She thought the statue looked like me, which is hilarious. But it piqued my interest that these guys are picking up on the black mother energy, and they're trying to harness it and manipulate it, and by putting like literally an altar in plain sight and in plain view, and harnessing that energy for themselves, but also the ones who created, the powers that were, have made everything in this world inverted. Even this language I'm using is back to front and upside down and has multiple, every word has multiple meanings. That was how they created the confusion. And so the way they presented her, I think she's in athletic clothes or something like that. If I found the image, you can see it here. But it didn't represent the black woman in all her glory. Then recently, someone shared with me a statue that they've put up in New York. I'm sure you guys have seen this particular image of this very distinctly African-American black woman standing, overweight, kind of, no, I'm not insulting anyone, kind of out, looking plain Jane, literally. And many black women have felt, oh my God, this is how we all look, selfie here, selfie there. But it's like they're putting up statues of the black Madonna, but not recognizing her in her best light, in her golden aura, in her royal vibe, with jewels and, beautiful African attire. Beads, all these things, a lot going on, but they've just put her in jeans and a t-shirt. And she's not in good shape. And people, it's them once again showing us our inverted nature, knowing that we can't get anything if we celebrate the the most 3D version of ourselves. We only walk in our glory and our greatness and our royalty and our beauty and our fineness when and if we recognize it as that. We have to see it in order to walk into it and to walk with it and to walk through it. And the time has come where we must stop Babylon from defining us. Because every time Babylon defines us, it is in the lowest of light. Not celebrating our beauty, not celebrating our greatness, not celebrating our vast culture, identity, but in trying to make us look as plain and normal as possible. And you see the wizards and the warlocks that run this world over, inner, and understand, especially the ones running the divided states, that by having that statue there in New York City, which is a major energy point, and having the black goddess energy that is hitting all the women, all the black women, being channeled into that lesser image of them, keeps them from greatness. Just like they did, hey Errol, just like they did. You see, the whole thing, the divided states really needs, oh, Farrell, the divided states needs to realize that everything, especially there, is theater. Everything is a show. Even Kamala Harris losing was a show. The whole charade of the election with Kamala Harris, who I don't support any of them. Even Trump I don't support, but Trump I said is good because there's less interference. But the Mzungu man, elderly, wealthy, seeing things through race colors, regardless of what you want me to tell me about him, complimenting that black reporter, whatever, calling her beautiful, which trended anyway, versus the black woman who we can even question whether anyway, I won't get too deep into that. Everything about her image, how she was over masculine with the male suits she always wore, like everything was a charade. From how these characters dressed, these were the main actors, to how they were seen, to how they were presented. She was literally, okay, she was a stepmother, but she was childless, dressed as a masculine, was very much in her masculine energy. The whole laughing and stuff, making her not look intelligent, look like an airhead and things like that. Everything was by design. And they did a mega ritual with that election where they tried to make it, they fed the entire humanity, because we all participated in that ritual. If you watched it, if you whatever, we all were participants. They fed us. They literally got us involved in a global ritual where the black woman, the black feminine, was defeated by the Muzungu masculine. And then now, I think this thing was, the statue was put up in December or something. They have the mother, a big statue of the mother, so they can harness that energy, maybe get, because I think these people think they can trick the gods and hoodwink the Most High. It's wild. All in trying to diminish the power, the excellence, the radiance of the return of the Great Mother. And it can't happen. But when I saw this statue put up in New York, I knew that it is time. We're no longer transitioning. We're there in the new dispensation. And I share all this to say, family, see yourself as the queen, the empress, the goddess you are. It's funny because recently I was led to change my X because I was like, who am I? I have to tell people who I am because I'm saying some crazy things online. I was like, I am the seer, the prophet, the oracle, the healer, the empress, the goddess. And I have become very particular about being around, especially in my most intimate relations, being around only people who see me that way. So, Babylon putting up statues of black women should be further confirmation to you that the Great Mother has returned, that the great daughters walk amongst us. Her great daughters walk amongst us. and that soon and very soon, the world is about to change. Because remember, energy is what changes the world. Energy is what builds the world. And that feminine energy is back. Anyway, special shout out to every single person who has supported us on Patreon and send us love donations through PayPal. We appreciate love you so much. We're truly grateful. And if you'd like another alternative way to support the channel, consider sponsoring a show. And for more details on that, email me, mumbi.saraki@gmail.com. To all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines.